Honestly, Fabs, Gundam build stream went eventually. Absolutely. You missed the only week of sun we had. That's fine. Japan was incredible. We got snow, we got sun, we got sleet, we got rain, we got staying in donkey all day. It was fantastic. Genuinely had an absolutely brilliant time. Really enjoyed it. Am I big in Japan? So I got recognized by a couple of people, but they were mostly Western people, also over in Japan. And I did an episode of the Trash Taste podcast with Sea-Dog and the crew. Did I hang out with any people? So, first of all, I met Chris Broad from abroad in Japan. Lovely chap, really nice, invited me around to his studio, hung out, had a little conversation. He was properly drained from doing all that work, but Chris Broad is a really nice dude. We shared a beer, had a chat, lovely guy. Then I hung out with Mother's Basement, who does a lot of kind of anime reviewing on YouTube. He's a fan of my channel, I'm a fan of his, so we got a pizza together in like the back streets of Kyoto. That was really nice. Then I actually messaged the Trash Taste podcast on a whim, because everyone said, oh, Josh, you're in Japan, you've got to do Trash Taste. So I kind of just tweeted at them as a bit of a joke, going, I'm in Japan if you are. They replied. I got a message from Connor, or Sea-Dog VA, saying, hey man, are you free in the next 3 or 4 days? Yes, I was. So hung around there. Gant, Joey and Connor, lovely dudes, all round, just genuinely professional, very friendly, made a lot of time for me, listened to what I've had to say about me rant and yap about MMORPGs and video games in general. Just lovely people. Really, really nice guys. Yeah, Chris and Connor have got their cyclathon tomorrow, which I've been chatting to them about. Really excited about that too. Yeah, they were just fun. They were just nice to chat to. Did I go to an onsen? I was invited, but I didn't have chance to go to one. I went everywhere else in Japan. It was absolutely amazing. It was brilliant. But I've missed streaming and I've missed making YouTube videos. So the next video that we've got coming out on the JoshStrifePlays channel is Was It Good Soul Reaver 2? Followed, because I was in a kind of Japanese mood, by Was It Good Tenchu 2. And then I might even do Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and then possibly even the original Assassin's Creed. Like, so much stuff. The little caddy blanket. Yeah, so Kadikarus is a good friend. And as soon as Kadikarus... So this is one thing that's very important to me, guys. If you've not been in this stream before, by the way, I go off on kind of tangents every now and again, so just understand this. If you ever heard the phrase mates rates, most people think that means I'm going to pay you less money because we're friends. I see mates rates as being the same price that everyone else pays because as my mate, I want you to succeed. So when Kadikarus brought out his reversible plushie / kind of big blanket thing, he messaged me and said, hey Josh, do you want one? I said, no, of course I don't. I want to buy one because I support you, because I believe in you, because I think you're a good dude. And then I bought one. So yeah, to me, mates rates is the same rate that everyone else pays because I believe in my friends and want them to actually succeed. Sometimes you even pay more if you can. The Trash Taste podcast has not come out yet. It will be coming out in about a month. That's, about a month. That's the kind of vibe. But we're back. We're back for some Dark Souls streams. I'm going to talk about Japan all the time. We're going to answer some questions. We're going to hang out and we're going to get fit. It was great to meet you at RuneFest, Josh. Thank you very much. I loved RuneFest. Jagex are a lovely company. I love working with them. Lots of good guys and girls there. And in general, RuneFest was really good fun. Hopefully you had a good time too. Let's just rearrange the old walking pad. Am I still fit? We're about to find out. I don't know. I ate a lot of ramen when I was over there. So Japan, is anyone familiar with Japan? They've got this chocolate called Crunky, which is, it's brilliant. I had a lot of Crunky over there. I fell in love with Combinis. Time to regret the 15 kilograms. So I've not put too much weight on, but I think I've lost some of the gains on the arms. Not like, we're not skinny. I've still got the muscles, still there, but they're not like as jacked as they were before we went away. You know, we've got to get eating our shreddy breck. We've got to get jacked again. So we've lost, there's a bit of mass that's been lost there. I'd say in general, we're doing okay still. We've got the muscles, they're not gone, but they're not what they were. So we're okay still. We're going to kind of warm up a little bit. We're going to go for a bit of a walk, and then I'll try and kill Manus in Dark Souls. Then we're going to go and try and kill Gwyn. And you want to know how goddamn confident I am? I've already downloaded Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I've already got graphics ready for it this stream. If we beat Dark Souls 1, we might. I'm hoping. I'm thinking positively. You know, I'm going positive. I'm thinking we can do this. It's going to be easy. It's going to be very easy. We're going to beat Manus. We're going to go and beat Gwyn. I'm probably not going to take on Calamite because that is, it's why. It's dumb. It's a stupid dragon. We don't need to kill Calamite. That's fine. But we were such hubris. Yeah, we're going to take on the bosses that we can. Then we're going to go into Gwyn. Then we're going to start Dark Souls 2. So it's going to be fine. Why am I already breathing heavily? Look. The English countryside, which is where I live, is much more intense than Tokyo. Tokyo, all you've got is one of the busiest cities in the world, with one of the most densely packed metropolitan areas in the world, with one of the most efficient public transport systems in the world, and literally millions of people around you. What you forget is that where I live, there are some sheep. And walking in the morning next to some sheep, the heart gets going. It's intimidating. You know, I was pounding. I was looking at the sheep was looking at me. I've played Elden Ring. I was expecting it to start forward rolling away. It didn't. We just stared each other down for a bit. Did I tell the Trash Taste boys about the Miku event? Oh, I wasn't able to, but I told them about so much more stuff, genuinely. So much more stuff. Right, let's play. I've got my tub here of Gamer Supps. I am ready. Can I ask you to add Estonia Remastered to the playlist of worst MMOs? Look, the playlist of worst MMOs is way behind where it needs to be. And the reason for that is I'm just really bad at keeping up to date with it. I'm not going to give you any more. Just that. Here we go. Last time you checked in, I was on about 200 spins. No, we're on 573 right now. It's been a hell of a long time coming. But we're going to get this walking pad going on. We're going to start walking. I'm going to get the controller ready. And we're going to take on some Dark Swolls. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's click back over here. And let's get ready to go. All right. It's been a while. I've lost a bit of definition on the old shoulders. Need to get that back. Lost some definition on the biceps. That's okay. It's been a month of no lifting and lots of egg and teriyaki chicken sandwiches. Are you ready? Oh, the reason that we're starting at 4 o'clock, by the way, instead of 7 o'clock is because I have become, and if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you will know this already, I have become one of those people who wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm going to become insufferable. I'm just letting you know right now, this is my insufferable arc. It's starting now. I'm going to wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm going to tweet about the fact that I am awake at 6 in the morning. I'm going to Instagram about pictures of me in fields with the morning sun and the dew at my feet at 6 in the morning. I'm going to imply, but not say, imply heavily how much better I am than you because I'm awake earlier than you are. The problem is, in order to maintain this lifestyle, I have to be in bed by 9 o'clock because otherwise I'm just not getting up. So we're going to stream from 4 till 9, which is a good 5-hour stream. I might even make at least half an hour of progress. And then after that, I'm going to go straight to bed and just immediately... Okay, Jocko. Hey, I've seen that TED Talk with Jocko Willink. I know that wasn't a TED Talk, that was TED Orders. That completely rewrote my idea. Has anyone else seen the TED Talk with Jocko Willink where he talks about taking extreme responsibility? Anyone seen that one? I'm assuming you have. It's one of the most popular TED Talks of all time. But if you haven't seen the TED Talk with Jocko Willink where he talks about extreme responsibility, do you want to know a really interesting fact about that TED Talk? Jocko wasn't actually planned on that TED thing. You know, he just walked onto the stage and started talking and everyone listened. And then he walked off at the end and everyone was like, who was that? Don't know. Stick him on YouTube. It's fine. If he walks on and just starts talking, you listen. You really do. But take an extreme ownership. He is the guy. But I am more than happy to talk about Japan. I'm more than happy to talk about who I met there, what I did, the experiences I had. If you've got questions, I'm happy to answer them. You can't fast roll with a heavy chest armor, whatever you do. Oh, I did not know that. How was the Pokemon Center? Amazing. I went to as many as I could. I met Mewtwo in the massive glass tube. That was super cool. So yes, met Mewtwo. He was intimidating. Pretty good guy. Do I consider myself a weeb now? So, my time in Japan, I went from being baka to being senpai. In fact, I spent so much time in temples and in kind of amazing stately homes and in incredible castles that in many ways, I think I became samurai. What was that film with Tom Cruise where he became the last samurai? You know that film? Whatever that film was, that's kind of what I felt. Edge of Tomorrow. That's the one. See? There we go. That's what I became in many ways. Just gotta roll one way past... Yeah, that film with Tom Cruise where he was the last samurai. It was Day After Tomorrow. That's the film I'm thinking of. The one where he has that impossible mission. You know the one. You expected me to be more anime, like after coming back from Japan. I did all of the traditional stuff that you do as a streamer in Japan. Alright, I did it all. Think of everything that you see streamers doing in Japan. Pull-ups on the torii gates. I only travelled by doing pull-ups on torii gates. I actually ascended the entire Fushimi Inari Shrine by running along the top of them. Like Assassin's Creed. I did that. That's what happened. Harass people. Literally everyone. Every single person. I found immediately. Pull-ups on the cherry blossom trees. I bought an entire tree home. That's what I did. It was difficult to get on the plane, don't get me wrong. But little wink, little nudge, a few thousand yen here and there. Got some more backroom. Harassed every civilian. Got an achievement for it. Popped up straight away. No, in all seriousness, it was very difficult as a streamer in Japan to not do press-ups and pull-ups on the sakura blossom trees, but I somehow found the mental fortitude within me to just stand by the tree and take a picture. Like a normal person. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to Dark Souls. Oh, there was so much brooding. So much brooding when I was there as well. Man, I brooded a lot. I really tested my brooding face. I had also never seen Neon Genesis Evangelion, and everyone kept telling me that it was amazing, it was deep, it was fantastic, it was one of the most important anime ever, so I spent one of the weeks in the hotel just binging all of Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is why, as soon as I finished watching all of it, I found a shop selling one of the last one bonuses from a crane machine, so I picked this up straight away. This is called Evan. I believe this is Evan 02. Many of you are also bothered about what's over here. I also grabbed my favourite character from My Hero Academia, which is a massive All Might figure. See? He inspires me all the time. I am a weeb now. But let me tell you. See, most people think that Neon Genesis Evangelion is just a show about giant robots fighting kind of aliens from outer space. And after watching it, I can confirm that's true. That's pretty much it. People kept saying, oh, Josh, it's so deeper. It explores the themes of child soldiers and the themes of acceptance and the themes of loss and the themes of family struggle. And it explores the inner trauma of having no acceptance and wanting to prove yourself to your parents. And it explores the trauma of everyone having, you know, a different empty, hollow hole in their life that they're trying to fill with other people who are not qualified to fill it. It shows you emotion. No, it doesn't. It is literally just a giant robot punching an alien in the face. That's it. There is no subtext in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Its themes are big robot. That's what its themes are. And anyone that tells you different is wrong. The problem is that after watching all of Neon Genesis Evangelion, I got a message from a couple of people saying, Josh, now that you've ingratiated yourself within anime society, you need to take a side in one of the greatest and longest running waifu wars of all time. You need to choose either the one or the other. What was the name? There was Asuka and there was Rem. Asuka and Rem, that was it. You have to choose either Asuka or Rei. Asuka or Rei as your waifu. And I think if I have to choose either Asuka or Rei as my waifu, my answer is to do what Shinji did and just try to kill himself. You know, that's pretty much it. That's the correct answer in this situation. But no, in seriousness, the correct answer is it Mikasa? Aren't they children? Yeah, that's the problem, bro. That's the problem. And the only adult in the show is Misato. That was the one. I forget Japanese names immediately, but Misato, she is the best waifu in that. Guaranteed. It's not even close. It's not even close. You go with Misato straight away. She is waifu goals. Oh, it's bent over rose. So what else do you want to know about Japanese culture? I can tell you everything. Everything. I spent so long there now. I am now an expert on the culture. Ask me any question about Japan, I will answer you. Provided that the question could be realistically understood within 1 month in, like, Tokyo. Was there a hot blonde scientist? Oh yeah, the mum. That was it.